Hey, so today I wanted to share how to make a castor oil pack. So castor oil is a oil that's made from a plant. It's a bean. It's the castor bean. Ricinus communis, I think, is the Latin name for it. So the reason why castor oil is so awesome for the liver especially is because it basically helps move blood. So it's an anti-inflammatory, and especially when applied to the skin with heat, so with a hot water bottle, it's probably the easiest, kind of cheapest, most maybe natural option. And then, yeah, all you need is a cloth. So I actually use like a pretty ratty old, you can see I've used it for this before. So castor oil, if you get a good kind, is actually, it stains a little bit. So I should have the bottle here. Hold on 1 minute. Here we go. Also, if you hear the dog here in the background, you can see him there. He was chewing a little bit. So yeah, Home Health, it's going to be backwards obviously on here, but the brand is Home Health. I can add it to the email that this is going out with. So yeah, I like this brand. There's a few other brands that you can grab from any health food store. One place I forgot about that has it is the Shamporium in King's Place, just across the street from Grow. So that might be a convenient place. You probably spend about, I think this might have been $15 or something, and no joke, I got it like 6 years ago. Yeah, so you want to, a little goes a long way. It's not something that I have to do a lot or have to use a lot of, because you actually, yeah, so when you do a castor oil pack, you're going to take your cloth, and even if this is a brand new one, that's fine. They actually say undyed flannel is the best option. So you're just going to add a tiny bit, maybe like a tablespoon, maybe 2 tablespoons, depending on the area. So most of the time when I'm recommending this, it's over on the right side of the abdomen where your liver is. So just below your breast if you're a woman, and kind of like just under the bottom half of the rib cage is kind of your guideline. Yeah, so you're going to take the cloth with the oil and you're just going to stick it on there. So that's what I was going to say, is this is the most common place that I'll recommend it, but I remember my grandmother actually used to put castor oil on her knees for pain and inflammation, and it really would help with heat. I think she wrapped it in saran wrap, probably not something I would do now, knowing kind of what we know about plastics, but so you're going to have that in there and you can just kind of hug it. So usually I just recommend people hang out, do whatever, read, watch TV, you can sit back. And the other area I wanted to say was, if you're getting cramps that are more kind of lower in the abdomen, then that's fine, put them there. If you get them in your back, that's fine, you can put it there. You can get a couple going. I'll often like rotate it around. I was saying this to someone yesterday, that I'll like stick this in if I'm having really bad cramps on the front of the abdomen, then I'll just kind of shove it in a pair of overalls and walk around the house, do whatever. So you want to leave it on there kind of minimum, I'd say 15 minutes. Could leave it up to 40, and then just take it off and wipe. So keep in mind, yeah, if you do get the really good pure stuff, it does stain and has a bit of a smell to it. It's nothing like too intense, too herby. But it's just something to keep in mind. You don't want to be wearing like your best stuff. I actually just spilled some on my pants. Big surprise. Okay, so that's castor oil packs. You're going to use it, I'd say, for most people, the second half of their cycle is when some symptoms show up. So the kind of symptoms that would make you think you might need this are going to be things like PMS, so that's moodiness, especially irritability, impatience, frustration, indecision. Those are very much emotions of the liver and gallbladder. Feeling toxic, so feeling like you have headaches, if you're having bad hangovers, bad reactions to stuff, like feeling sensitive. The other thing to note is you don't want to be doing it over a pregnant belly. Makes sense. Heat especially, but the oil itself too, not the best idea. And then it can increase bleeding, so you may want to keep that in mind for someone who, just because it's improving blood flow. So if someone's on, say, anticoagulant drugs, or they have some kind of bleeding disorder, then just be cautious of it. Be mindful. This may not be something they need to do very often, every once in a while. But again, if you're symptomatic, if you're feeling like hormones are off, the liver maybe is either processing a lot. So if you're on birth control pill or you have the Mirena IUD, then that means hormones are going into the system. The liver breaks those down too. So yeah, there's more information on the liver handout about the organ itself, but I wanted to just share that bit about the castor oil pack because it's something I'm recommending all the time, and I want to make it clear so you can do it too. Have fun.